It is Cloud9 and Cloud9 and Sentinels. And we want Sentinels to win. Cloud9 won the last one, all right? They got to share. There's a, they said there was a raffle going on at Space Station booth, so I'm at the Space Station booth. All right.
Pushes, you're playing the op, you have teamwork going into where you're asking what you're doing, and you do it together. That's just the important. 3
Not us. Hey Sheep, what's going on, man? What you doing, dude? We're at the finals right now. A ton of people just left. like 40, 50 people just left because their team got out. but we're still here. There's the analyst booth.
We do indeed have that match you've all been waiting for all weekend long. It's our grand final, and it's set in the form of Sentinels versus Cloud9. Who is going to be crowned champion? Find out.
That's right, dude. This should be pretty hype. I've only got like what do we got? I got 38% battery, so we'll see how long we last. Looks cool. Yeah, man, it was a ton of fun. I did a stream earlier where I walked around everything. I walked around to all the extra stages and all the LAN center back there, and all the different team booths that they had, and all the different partnership booths and stuff. But it's literally like this is the last maybe hour and a half of the entire event. So it's like almost everything's already taken down, and almost everything's already closed. This is the end of the end of the end. There's only 2 teams left, and they're playing right now, so we'll see. It's freaking sweet, though. I'm gonna go see if they're done serving drinks. I think they are. I need to get one of those sticks where they like hold your phone, you know, for IRL streams. Oh yeah, they are. They took the beer away already. Boo. It's alright. Sheep, did you ever play Halo? They got a life-size warthog.
There we go! Our grand final's about to go in soon! Yep. We got Cloud9
Get the crowd hybrid.
on the main stage. Where my Cloud9 fans at? Where my Sentinel fans at? Yeah! We're trying to give away everything we got. So if you want some t-shirts, put your hands up and make some noise. And I also got headsets for the loudest fans.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years since you played Halo. They're doing some crowd work.
An awesome weekend of Halo competition, but it's only 2 teams left. Cloud9 fans, where you at?
Doing some crowd work to get the crowd hype for the final series.
Y'all in the front row. Let's go. It's about to go down. We got 8 of the best players. Where my fans of Lethal? Where my Sneak Bite fans at? My Royal 2 fans, my Frosty fans. Yeah, what about for Ego? Penguin, Renegade, Stellar, make some noise for them. Let's go. We want to get this place jumping for the grand finals, okay? When these players come out on the stage, I want to hear y'all making all that noise. Let's go. We got mad shirts too, by the way. It ain't over yet. It's a whole box full. I gotta put the mic down.
I don't know if the t-shirt gonna make it this far.
Sorry, man. Lucid, you're an absolute all-star. You're one of the best Halo players in my opinion of all time. I'm just gonna say it. Not just looking for Halo 5. I will literally die for this one. But I just wanted you to know that Game Pass has PC games.
Yes, I do. I have it right around the hood.
Do you have Game Pass?
I do. I do have the Ultimate Game Pass.
Is it true that you have to get a green light tattoo when you drop out?
Yes, but I won't tell you where it is.
This guy, you need to idolize. It's not my show. This is the next. This is the next thing to watch. What's your current PC?
It's really pretty open. There's a lot of people here.
Beastly. Can you know the components?
I got 32 gigs of RAM.
Oh man, it's a lot of RAM.
32, maybe 64. I can't quite remember.
Who needs to know whenever you're just kicking everybody's butt anyways? What is your favorite call out? And would you scream at me like we were on main stage, 49 in a Slayer, and you got the intel? Shrooms! Weak arms, one shot. Shroom. One shot. Pushing. Yes. Shroom rage. Driveway. Here we go. Driveway. Run that. But Karen, come home. Yeah. Would you just give me like a loud Game Pass? Has PC game.
Just yell it?
Yeah.
Game Pass has PC games!
HCS, Kansas City.
Of the day, last match of the tournament, top two teams. I could have done that interview 10 times, but I mean, we don't want to tell them that. That guy was cringe, oh no.
I'm looking forward to seeing the
oh look, there's the analyst desk. Oh wait, there's the analyst desk.
Today. How is Fitness going to stop this train that's going? Because it's at full speed at this point.
It certainly is a full speed train. That is no question about that. You know, one of the main differences you're seeing out of Cloud9 right now, you can see, of course, from where they were at in terms of that central series 3-1 they fell there. You know, reducing a little bit more.
People are getting freaking back. What's going on?
It was 3-1. It was 3-1. That's what high central was there. So where's kind of the balance at in terms of how this matchup?
To be honest, in my opinion, the previous series wouldn't have mattered either way. If it was a 3-2, a 3-0, a 3-1, we know what Cloud9 is about, and winning one game early in the tournament wouldn't change that, right? They're coming in to this grand finals with one goal, and that's to win the 2 best-of-7 and do the unthinkable in reverse, right? So it's going to be a long road if you're Cloud9 and try to take home the championship tonight. And Sentinels on the
Yeah, the boo's got to be kicking in. I mean,
They certainly do. And you know,
honestly,
they wouldn't be
one of the
one
of the teams that had like the biggest fan base just lost. So I don't know if those people are just feeling rowdy or, oh, hey, look, here's a production stage. I don't know if those people are just feeling rowdy or maybe they're gone. They're, you know, the people that are left are the ones that are outlasting. I don't know.
They were playing their lives. They would get some games on the board and back down. And they really get
The casters for the live matches.
Versus these individualistic efforts.
Let's talk about Sentinels in particular. The boys in red on that main stage.
Hey, Lux, what's happening?
Yeah,
we're chilling. Kansas City right now.
In their team coming into Kansas City in the second.
We, man, everything's taken down today. If you guys want to watch the IRL stream from earlier, all these booths and stuff are set up, but essentially this was a LAN. So they had open qualifiers like all back here. They had 28 stations of 8 systems each station. So do the math on that. 8 times 28. And that's how many games they had. They had 28 different games going at once. And these are all team booths that they have. There's Cloud9, Sentinels right there. This is one of the casting stations when they cast the open qualifier games. I mean, they're all almost done taking it down now, but this whole pit right here is a pit where they did the open qualifiers. So like hundreds of teams. And then these 3 stages right here is where they had different non-mainstream games going. They were still, for the most part, they were still casted, but yeah, it was just mainstream featured games. And then the featured games were hard. Did I play any games? No, I didn't play any. No, it was like, I could have. It was $20 a player to enter, but I didn't have a team, and I wasn't really trying to get a team, and honestly, it would have been a waste of $20 because everybody here is better than me, so it would be a huge waste, especially because when you're playing in the open qualifiers, like, you have to play up against the pros, and so it's like I would just lose $20. Maybe one time. Oh, here's Spider-Man. They're giving away stuff right there. Yeah, it would just be a huge waste of money, honestly.
You better get one of those categories. Sometimes you get both, but at least one of those categories.
At least one of those categories. We're talking about categories. We've done one of them on the main stage.
Let's find a spot to stand. I'm gonna stand like right here.
Cloud9 looking really, really dominant. Obviously, haven't let anything up since that drop with Sentinels here. What do they need to do to finish the job? In particular, really picky, diving deep into their gameplay. They did fall short before, so what do they need to clean up?
I think they just gotta play like they have in this elimination bracket.
We're going Sentinels.
They were winning every individual fight in that game.
We're going Sentinels, baby.
That's a special thing to watch. And when these guys get hot, we know what happens. Championships.
Yeah, right. No, I got some signatures because a lot of the teams that had like meet and greets, they would, you know, there are a lot of the pro teams had meet and greets, so it's like you could just find a time to go get a pro signature. It's like that's way better than spending $20 and losing. But it could have been fun to be in a game versus them, I guess.
I'm going into this series with the most confidence in the world. I don't care who is on the other side.
You want to lose $20?
You're in the grand finals from the winners bracket. You beat Optic, you beat Cloud9 to get here, and let's not forget, this is Sentinel's first first major event as a full team. They didn't have their full roster at Raleigh, and they had a not so great placing it down. I think that game was rolled too.
It's funny because when you're at esports events, it's like the pros are just walking around like regular people, right? You know, it's not like a football game or a baseball game where like the pros have like secret tunnels to their cars and stuff. This is like if they need to go to the bathroom, you run into them in the bathroom. So it's like they'll just be sitting here and they'll be like standing in line to go to the bathroom, and I'll just hear like that music in the background, like. Hey Risky, what's up, dude?
So often it shocks me. I mean,
You're like, hey guys, good luck out there, huh?
Game-changing shots he's hitting.
There we go. There's the boys right there, Sentinels. Sorry. Oh, you're good, man. That's another good part about gaming events. It's just all these like low self-esteem gamers. Everybody thinks they're running into you. Hey, sorry, man. Sorry. Hey, don't worry about it, dude. We had like 10 feet to step aside. Imagine if you actually got a kill on a pro. Oh yeah. I just don't. That's just not. That's not a world that I think exists. I don't know if that's a reality. Accessible reality here.
However, I am still a little concerned with the consistency. The fact that yesterday they almost dropped that series to Quadrant. We could be seeing a whole different.
I was thinking about starting a Sentinels channel. What do you guys think? They don't really have any chance. I mean, I could do the Go Pack Go one where I'm like, go, send, go, go, send, go. That might work. I might get some people in on that. So Sentinels came from the winners bracket, and they already beat Cloud9 once. No, it's all yours. But Cloud9 won. I want to say they won the last two majors. They won Anaheim and they won Raleigh, North Carolina. So I think they're going for the three-peat here. If they win the three-peat, that'd be nuts. Yeah, that'd be super cool if I was like, I signed up to play in the open qualifier and I signed up under like free agent, and then I got paired with like a 3-man pro team that's just like one of their guys is sick, so he can't play. They're like, what rank are you? I'm like, unranked. I just installed the game actually. I installed the game in October, played it for like 2 weeks. I found everybody that I was playing against sucked, so I stopped playing.
It's Championship Sunday, and it all comes down to this. This weekend, we had the best Halo teams in the world touchdown in Kansas City for one goal: to be the best, to hoist a trophy, to be a champion. And now, we only got 2 teams remaining. Coming out to the stage first, I give to you Cloud9! Coming out first, the main snare, it's Renegade! Coming up next, the big brain himself. Give it up for Eco!
Eco's the in-game leader.
Now, the jack of all trades, the master of none. Give it up one time for Penguin!
Jack of all trades, master of none. I don't know if that's a fun title. I'd be like, what did you just say?
Last but definitely not least, the silent assassin himself. I give to you, Stellar! Looking to defend their dynasty. Give it up one time for Cloud9!
Boo! Alright, Chad.
All right.
I need you to get crazy for the Sentinel squad right now.
For their opponent, coming in from the winner's side of the bracket, looking to hoist another championship trophy, I give to you, Sentinel! First is the marksman
MVP right now. If they win this, he's MVP for sure. Yeah, I'm having a good time, Nikki.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Sentinels!
Yeah!
All right, the stage is set. It's Cloud9 versus Sentinels. Kansas City, are you ready? One more time, are you ready? It's time to get the grand final started. All set, Rob, take it away.
There's the analyst desk.
Because the energy in this room is palpable. It is electric here in Kansas
They need to turn that up.
City.
Hey, Nikki, thank you so much for the resub. 2 months in a row. Oh, Thrill House gifted. Thank you so much for the gift, Thrill House. 22 gifts in the channel, man. That's crazy. Yo, look at this. Streamception. Casters, they're within reach. Alright, well, let's not be weird.
2-lap victories so far in Halo Infinite. Unbeaten in the land environment. There's one team that knows how to play against another. Historically, it's going to be Sentinels. The sleeping giant has awoken.
The sleeping giant.
So take a look.
Yeah, Spider-Man's here too. He took the day off from fighting crime. He's a big Halo nerd. Any barbecue? I actually had barbecue last night, yeah. It's pretty good. Not gonna lie, pretty good. I think I'll go for it again tonight. Maybe some ribs. Yeah, Spider-Man's here. Obviously, Halo guy's here.
In this first best of 7, Andy, it means we're going the distance and we're going to reset the bracket.
My God, to see Cloud9 playing that early in the elimination bracket, not something we're used to. To see Optic and C9 both falling in winners, and the Sentinels.
You guys, I said it earlier, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make the full series. I've only got 27% right now. It's like, what is it? How long have I been live? Maybe 10 minutes? 20 minutes? It's like 10% for every 20 minutes. And the series have been going like hour.
Just
going to be 100%.
Cloud9 were beaten by Sentinels. I don't think many people saw it coming, unless, of course, you've been watching quite a lot of Sentinels.
Should I do a prediction in chat?
It looks like we're ready to go here.
Actually, I don't know if I can. I don't have the chat box.
And we are right into the mix. Welcome along to the grand finals here at the HCS Kansas City Major. It's been an unbelievable weekend of Halo Infinite, and we are poised here, set up for a fantastic grand final.
And what a venue, and what a place it's been to hold what has been a historic event so far. Casey has not disappointed.
Go Sentinels.
Every single person who's been out there in the crowd has been given us so much energy.
Hey, they made it to the big stage, that's all that matters.
I'm sure those players have been preparing to put on a similar series, which is deserving.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
Been put by the local crowd, and off the break here, it's going to be a pretty standoffish position between the two
Find a wall
teams.
with a charge port. I mean, am I going to be the guy charging my phone during the finals?
Good push from Sentinels. Take a look at this. They sent players top goal. They also sent players pipes. They will trade out 2 for 1. That will also give them some ball control here on Battledge.
Looks like they will have, as you say, similar to the setup here. They do have information of where those spawns are going to be coming in. Also, it looks like Sentinels are picking up a couple of kills across the board, which is just going to help them stagger those spawns. Good early town coming in here for Sentinels. Snakebite going to be on POD to watch for now. He's got the commando in hand as well to stretch some shields.
Still too dead here for C9. Has Sentinels ever showed up? He almost gets the back whack. Does Snakebite against Renegade, but Renegade's long haul push ends up looking good. He'll stay alive and caught hold as well.
Good early time coming in here though from Sentinels. Looking across the statistics right at the start of this game, you can see everybody pretty much level across the board. Maybe he's going to take game with man who is the jack of all trades and the master of many. To break down what has been a solid start here from Sentinels. He managed to pick up a few kills on his way forward there. Stella's managed to escape with that long ball as well. And it looks like a little bit of a rotation coming in towards that long ball, maybe a play ball on the menu here for Stella.
The man on your screen, questions have been asked of Lethal. So far, he has answered. The camel does not hit. Lethal can't get out there. You have to think if Sentinels wins this, we might stop hearing about the questions about Lethal. Is he on par? Is he where he used to be? Big series here for the entire squad.
I think a lot of questions have been answered by the Sentinels lineup so far at the KC Major. For now, though, you can see the camo barrel is going to be going down. It looks like it will have been burnt down bottom middle. 3 players have fallen for Sentinels, as now it's going to be a little bit of progress, maybe towards that oddball. Royal 2 with a repulsor. Penguin going to get a little bit of assistance.
Make my mods figure out the bots. I'll have it figured out for the next major.
Sentinels is outslaying Cloud9 22-15 already. It's a great start for them in the kill department.
Penguin's going to be able to pick up the oddball here, but unfortunately for him, a couple of players have already fallen surrounding him. He was the last player alive for just a few moments,
nice.
and that's why Snakebite's able to pressure him without really taking too much fight. Eco has managed to rotate off of the respawn, and now will have to hold. Royal 2 is going to be the player who did the trade. Another player from Sentinels looking to flood in as well, but a couple of shots in the back on the respawners. He's going to make this a tough battle here for Frosty. He takes down Stella, but Penguin's there to exchange.
3 dead, we're just a second for Sentinels, but you can tell they're applying the pressure. Here's Snakebite around the corner with Penguin.
And again, Penguin just playing that corner sneaky. He's going to be the bait for Renegade to step in and pick up the kills that he needs to. There's the repulsor again, and there's Penguin yet another kill. Penguin started off pretty well here, leading the line for Cloud9 and Slays. He's sat at 8 and 7.
Lucky timing there with that play ball. Buy Sentinels a little bit of extra time. They'll maintain their lead purely because that ball had reset out of pipes. But Cloud9 will maintain control of pipes as well as the shot.
Frosty and Lethal pick up kills. Renegade looking to pick up the pieces on the damage that was done, but now he's just getting flown at. Lethal just gets his wings clipped as he flies through to try and clean up Renegade. Well, the main slayer here for Cloud9 survives for now. Shock rifle in his hands. Frosty going to show a shoulder. Renegade going to show him a death.
Penguin picks up another one bottom middle. Needs to be careful with this camo. You can tell the Cloud9 knows how much pressure is on them. And how different this year will be. How different the first season of Halo Infinite will be if they were to fall here.
One interesting thing to note here. After that early hold that did come in from the Sentinels, there really hasn't been any semblance of a setup or a hold from either team. It's been a little bit of scrappy time coming in from Cloud9. Sentinel's been more than willing to try and slay out, try and match them kill for kill. Knowing that they have that lead, knowing that they've done that hard work, but at the moment it seems like most of the battles have just been happening in and around pipes.
Yeah, it really has been. It's all around batteries, around pipes. It's really just battle for control. And I think what that tells us, someone said, it's just how much these two teams respect each other. They want a little bit more slaying control before they go for that ball time. And take a look at the clock. We're under a minute left already. 29-33, not that many points on the board in terms of ball time.
Well, now the kills have been picked up. It's the opportunity the C9 have been looking for to get their hands on that oddball. The collapse is going to come in here. Renegade on the flank. Cuts across the mid-bridge and picks up 2. Stella trying to get his hands on the ball. Snakebite trying to do what he can off respawn alongside Lethal just to keep Stella off the ball. And they've managed to do it for now.
And isn't this what Cloud9 does? They wait for the right moment to strike. It's a 2-point game with 30 seconds left.
Such thin margins though in this game. Very, very thin margins. There's Royal 2. It went an important battle, trading out immediately. Stella picks up 2. That's going to be Sentinels finding themselves 3 dead. And Penguin says,
Most of the stream videos, you see the mods do the predictions of polls.
Oh boy.
I'm going to win the round here. It's a 2-point advantage. Trying to escape his
Hey, we're a self-sustaining stream, you know. We put our own polls up.
Renegade's going to grab the camo. Sentinels have 10 seconds to get their hands on the ball. All the players here for Cloud9 on the floor. And Sentinels look like the ball being towards C here. They should be able to get the play ball defeated.
Still 2 dead. Pirates picked out 0. That's it. Take the first round.
Sentinels just continuing to show a level of form that we have not seen from them in quite some time. A level of form we've been waiting for. We called them the sleeping giant coming into this event, and you can see exactly why. We know what they're capable of, and after that first round of oddball, it was a nervy one, I think, for both teams. So many 2v2 battles around pipes consistently happening. Trade. I thought at the end there, Penguin might have made the play of the game, the play of the round, by throwing that ball out, but unfortunately for him, just the space fell at the wrong time for C9. Frosty was able to grab that ball and rotate to C.
Let's not forget, the reason Penguin played that ball was because he did not get the bat that's jump. I don't know what happens if C9 gets that ball into pipes. It could be a very different round. They had numbers around pipes as well as batteries.
maybe an opportunity there, and a missed opportunity. It's a rare one for C9, and we're starting to see Sentinels apply the right level of aggression, and in doing so, a little bit of cracks in the C9 armor.
We're also seeing very important individual battles being won just at the right time. Royal 2, one of those battles just at the end of that round, was traded out immediately, but it means that it's a 1v1 instead of a 2v1 in those kind of situations where that ball is down and Cloud9 are desperately trying to move towards that ball to just scrape those few seconds to get the lead. But it was a very interesting pace to that game. Like I mentioned kind of halfway through, there was one hold from Sentinels, really consistent setup hold where they got 20, 30 seconds. And then from there, they were happy just to bait that ball, to try and slay out against C9, which I think just shows...
Oh yeah, I don't know if we're going to make the full series, you guys. We're already down to 20%.
Check in on the kills overall from that first round, 49 to 43.
17%, like half an hour.
They maintained the outslaying advantage throughout the entirety of that round. Also, Snakebite remained in charge, 17 and 12.
17 and 12, and I think Snakebite, even though there's been understandable trials and tribulations for this Sentinels roster throughout the year so far, since the launch of Halo Infinite, he has been the consistent. He has been popping off every single tournament, regardless of the lineup, whoever's been there. He's been the standout for us.
Yeah, it's so rare you see him make any kind of mistake in game. I think in the last series you watched, he was tested, absolutely put on a show, and as you watch his POV, you feel like every time on the screen, he's going to make the right decisions for this team
right now, aren't they?
Every given moment.
100%. We'll have a quick look at the end of that round. As it was Sentinels who managed to close things out. A couple of plays coming in just at the end of this game that need to highlight here. The double grenades onto batteries. As small as it seems, it stops that ball being collected by Stella. That means that Renegade has to make some different decisions. The timing is off on then trying to push because he knows that both those players can challenge. Renegade has to try and rotate a small kill, but a big aftershock from it. That is what almost won Sentinels that round.
Look at the 1v1s that we're seeing here so many times. Here's the play. Look, this is a standard bat. Can't go into pipes there. You see the teammates here. Instead, he has to play ball out. Tried to maybe get around the corner, but right away someone that was presence in pipes. They're a little bit too spread out here. Yes, they burned that last camo, but take a look. 10 seconds on the clock is an easy walk here to see Flash for the last few seconds of the match.
There was a little nervy moment there as well as that frag grenade bounced back. It's introduced itself to the body of Frosty. We have seen some funny things happen sometimes with the Geo and the grenade's not quite going where intended, but in that circumstance, luckily for Frosty, it didn't cost them too much if they do manage to close out the round. We'll get the game restarted in the background as well, so we will be getting into our second round very, very soon. But Sentinels coming out of the gate strong, which I think is important considering that Cloud9 just came off the back with such a big result against Optic.
Really big result against Optic. Just in case you're just joining us here, a big, big win and shutting down Optic Gaming time and time again with some heartbreaking defeats for the Green Wall. And now they've earned their spot back in the finals where you would expect Cloud9 to be, but after a tough first round, they find themselves once again on the back foot. I think Sentinels is rooting to us and reminding us that they are a Championship Sunday squad, and if you give them more and more time on Sunday, the later they get into the evening on the main stage, historically, they do pretty damn well.
They do pretty damn well. Double dudes there, but it's certainly going to prove the point that you're trying to say, right? This is a championship caliber team, and I think it's always been the talk about Sentinels, like when's it going to happen? It's not if it's going to happen.
Never doubt.
It's when is it going to happen? It seems like KC, like we said, it's the return to form for them. They're in the grand final. It's the style in which they've done it, which has been interesting for me, because yesterday they didn't look brilliant. Sentinels, a couple of game 5s, quadrant. Arguably, maybe should have won the series against Sentinels, throwing away a difficult result with Street Strongholds, but they come through it. They come through it, they show resilience, and I don't know if there's been a better roster over time that wins game 5 when it matters than the 4 gentlemen you can see on the screen.
When you and I were backstage watching some of those games yesterday, even when it went to game 5, even when it was tied, you and I looked at each other, we said, Sentinels don't lose game 5, this one is okay. They did it time and time again this weekend. And if you're on the Sentinels side, what I love about this team is they don't really care what it took to get there. They're going to get there, and then they're going to give it their all in the grand finals. What an opportunity for them here to only need the one series win. C9 so used to being on the other side of the bracket, and other teams need to reset. Instead, Sentinels knows they're only 4 games away from becoming champions yet again.
And when you say it like that, it seems so close. It seems like they can almost taste it, and I'm sure that's running through their minds right now. But before they get there, they've obviously got to win those games. As we jump back into the action now, Thank you so much for staying with us while we've got the game reset up and ready to go. Maybe the Kansas City crowd just needed a few seconds just to catch their breaths because they've been going hard all weekend long. But for now, take a quick look at some of the statistics of these two teams before we jump back into this. Just to remind you, it's going to be 1-0 in round here to Sentinels. Cloud9 looking down the barrel of the first match of the week.
Massive opportunity for Sentinels. They can strike first and they can strike hard if they take this game one. And my God, what a start for them. 3 dead. They will also grab the ball and rotate over.
Renegade trying to challenge, and Renegade will win that battle as well. It's going to take things like that to slow down the momentum here. The Sentinels seem to have found throughout this tournament. Royal 2 going to escape with the camo as well. There's a cheeky back smack. And it looks like not only have they got camo, they've got a shock rifle and they've got that lead.
They'll rotate as well, already over to C. They have the ball in a play ball position if they need to. Still 2 dead.
And we're just sliding away bottom middle. Royal 2. Jump scare from Renegade. Renegade survives for now. Royal 2 taken down.
But time on the board for Sentinel. Snakebite just waiting to play ball. Knows that opportunity will come soon. The ball will play. Penguin will clear out back C with help. However, still 28 points on the board for Sentinels.
Very similar to what we saw in the first round, right? The opening rush won by Sentinels. The opening hold won by Sentinels at a very, very similar amount of time. Now, Cloud9 were pretty much trading 1 for 1. They need to organize themselves a little bit more here. They can't afford to let those trades come in as easily. Otherwise, Sentinels will just keep holding this ball, keep holding this lead, and Cloud9, unfortunately, won't be able to win this round.
Momentary 2v2. Penguin does a nice job to isolate the bottom mid battle. Eventually, he will fall in the end. So still a 2v2 on both sides for that. Frosty now with shock in hand.
Switches to the VR. Just to clean up that kill with batteries. First time we've seen Sentinels lose multiple players on the map. Camo going to be popping up onto our screens and into the game in a few moments as well. 1 second left before the power-up becomes present in Royal 2. There's a big down coming in from Eco, but even though Eco wins that battle elsewhere on the map, every single member of Cloud9 falls into the death screen, and Eco's still under pressure here from the Sentinels lineup.
Eco last player line, and finally he will be taken down. They will continue to keep that spawn trap going. Cloud9 needs to wait for each other now because Sentinels continue to put points on the board. Just about at the 40-point mark, unanswered points, by the way.
Trade comes in between the two teams. 3 dead once again for Cloud9 though. Stella's going to be last alive. Royal 2's got the first shot on him as well, which means the man we call the silent assassin is going to have to quietly try and get out.